Hi guys, this is Hamilcar bringing you Game 2 of the series between eStro and Lecaf OZ from the Pro League of last week. This is a match between an up-and-coming Protoss, InteR.Young, being sent out by Lecaf OZ, and a less promising, in my opinion, Terran named Sea.SuNy from eStro. And the map for this game is Colosseum 2. We should see a pretty good game. InteR.Young, as I say, has been doing pretty well. I didn't know very much about him before I checked his stats for this commentary, but he's currently 4-1 in his first 5 games. 80% total record, only one game against Terran, but that game was a win. So he's been doing pretty well for himself in a limited number of professional games. SuNy, on the other hand, is also fairly new. He has 13 games on record here that I can see, but 8 of them are losses, so about a 38% total record. His PvP record is 2-2, so not terrible there. Certainly a competent player, I think. And given that he is just starting out, that's not bad at all. But I think InteR.Young is probably the favorite to take this game, especially since the map is Colosseum 2, which is slightly Protoss favored in play so far. It's at about 12-8, so 60% Protoss win rate thus far. As you can see, the two players are spawning at the bottom locations, and Young is at the bottom right as red Protoss, and SuNy is, I think, yellow at the bottom left. The positions do make a little bit of a difference on Colosseum because the bases have one sort of protected inside natural and then another natural that you have to push out a little bit to take, and there's sort of a ramp leading into it from the back. The way this is set up, SuNy is not going to have direct access to that less protected secondary. He's going to have to go around to get into that back entrance for vulture raids, for instance, which favors Young a little bit, but at the same time, the Protoss player would really prefer to be at cross positions, so spawning at adjacent locations is a little bit of a boon to the Terran player because it means that they don't have to push out as far. And also, if he wants to, he'll be able to push down SuNy will, the ramp of his third base and be basically right behind Young's secondary. Young is going for a very quick expansion. I think this is a 14 Nexus, and we'll see if he plants it down. 14 Nexus, or maybe even earlier. That could have been a 12 or 13 Nex. We'll see. But we'll see what SuNy does. SuNy's walling off, so he could that could be an indication that he's going to go for something a little bit aggressive, like a 2-fact push that he doesn't want scouted. In which case, Young would be in quite a bit of trouble. But it could also be an indication that he's going to try to claim his expansion relatively soon, which would be the wrong move here, I think. We'll see how quickly he scouts. If he does send out an SCV, SCV going out now, and it'll be crucial whether it scouts in the right direction. It doesn't look like it will. It looks like it's going to go north and scout the top left position. So that's very, very good for Young. This 14 Nex will not be scouted until it's probably too late to transition into a 2-fact build. Maybe he will go the 2-fact anyway, but no, he's taking the SCVs off gas. So this 1-fact into fast expand, what's usually is the fake double build, where you push out a little bit with those units from one factory and make it look like you're going for a 2-fact push, but you're really expanding. It's a good build to counter a typical Protoss, 1 gate into fast expand or so, because it does put pressure on that early low military build of the Protoss. But it's not a very good build to counter the 14cc, because by the time the 1-fact push isn't going to be enough to run the Protoss over, and with that extra economy, they can get up the gateways to repel it pretty quickly. So I think Young is already at a bit of an advantage. Command center going down now for SuNy, but he's still going to be significantly behind in economic terms. Zealot pushing out now, and Dragoon range is going down, so there will be Dragoons out fairly quickly. And that's the thing about this 14 next build. There's a very narrow window of vulnerability, and it's about to close right now once these 2 gateways really get pumping, and the first 4 or so Dragoons get out. SCV does get in. I don't know what it's doing. It almost dies to that Zealot, so very sloppy play there by SuNy. He is going to see that the Nexus is up, and he'll probably infer that it was something like a 14 Nex because the Nexus has had time to warp in. But I don't know that there's very much he'll be able to do about it. We'll see whether he tries to put down a second factory and go into some sort of aggressive push. He might even put down 3 factories, but at this point I think Young will be equipped to deal with it. A tank is now out, but no sort of push coming. That probe is spotting it out, and we'll be able to see if any push does come out. So we'll see what SuNy is able to do, but at the moment he is certainly a little bit behind, and he's going to have to do something to recover. He is getting that secondary up and transferring probes now, or transferring SCVs now, so he might be able to start making up that disadvantage. Robotics facility going down, that might just be for observers, and I think he'll probably go observers first, whatever he does, but he might also transition into Reaver Harass. Still just 1 factory down, so there's not going to be any attempted aggression early on. And early armory, so we might see some sort of flash build here with those early upgrades. I'm sure someone will post a comment and tell me that I've totally misunderstood all the intricacies of the flash build, and it's not really a flash build because he's done X, Y, and Z. But at any rate, early armory and probably early upgrades and some Goliaths is going to come out. And Goliaths are a good counter to Reaver Drop if that's what Young decides to go. Young looks like he's going to put down his 3rd Nexus, so he's going to try to hang on to this economic advantage and expand it as much as he can. And if he does get that 3rd Nexus down unmolested, he'll be in a very, very good position economically. Observatory is going down, so he is going to get the quick observers out, and that's a good thing because those vultures are pushing out probably with... Well, they've got speed now, and I'd assume they probably do have mines. Quite a few Dragoons there, though, so they're not going to do very much at all. 1 pylon going down there, there'll probably be a couple more shortly to block off that back entrance into the tertiary against Vulture Harass. And the probe does see those vultures heading out. They're going to pick the probe off before it can get the scout in, but he's moved those Dragoons so that they will protect the main entrance into the 3rd base. 2 more gateways going down now, so with 4 gates, he'll be able to pump enough forces to hold off any sort of immediate push, I think, that SuNy's likely to mount. Those 3 vultures are heading in the back. No probes there yet, so they won't be able to do very much damage. It looks like probes were just heading in that direction, but now he's going to send his Dragoons up, and he should have observers out in just a second to